Welcome to the latest update on the future of the squad. First up is the contract standoff involving Andreas Christensen. The Danish centre-back has officially rejected Barcelona's initial renewal offer, keeping his future uncertain as he recovers from an ACL injury.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Big money moves are on the horizon. Barcelona is reportedly working intensively on a massive transfer worth up to €90 million, with Atletico Madrid star Julian Alvarez identified as the club's top target for this upcoming summer window. The scouting mission in Brazil is back on. Barcelona's sporting director Deco has opened formal contact with Palmeiras to pursue 16-year-old talent Eduardo Conceicao, a move that could see the youngster arrive in 2028 to bolster the left wing. With the season winding down and holes identified in the lineup, we want to hear from you. What is your dream Barcelona starting 11 for next season? Drop your predictions in the comments section and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for all the latest updates. Ever wonder what happens when a star defender finds himself at a career crossroads? Picture this: Andreas Christensen, a pillar of the Barcelona defense, is facing his toughest test yet, and it isn't just his recovery from a nasty ACL tear. His contract is ticking down, and he has just officially turned down Barcelona's first renewal offer. Talk about high stakes. Here's the reality of the situation. Christensen is currently sidelined, recovering from an injury that kept him out since Christmas. With his contract expiring on June 30, the pressure is mounting. Barcelona, clearly wary of his fitness record, put a one-year deal on the table with an option for a second, but with a significant pay cut. It is a bold move by the club, especially considering that his original wages reflected his status as a marquee free agent signing back in 2022. It is a classic football dilemma. Do you pay for past prestige or bet on future potential? But here is where it gets interesting. Christensen isn't packing his bags just yet. Despite interest from the Premier League, the Bundesliga, and even direct La Liga rivals, he's told his agents to go back to the table. He loves life in Barcelona, and he is determined to make it work. Hansi Flick clearly values his versatility, but the club is holding firm on their budget. It is a game of financial chicken that will define his immediate future. As he pushes to get back on the pitch for those final La Liga matches, he is fighting for his professional life. He missed out on the World Cup, which is a massive blow for any player of his caliber, so these next few months are about proving he is still the elite defender that helped win the Champions League with Chelsea. Will he accept the reduced terms to stay in Catalonia, or is this the end of his Barcelona story? What do you think? Should Barcelona risk more for a proven veteran, or is it time to move on? Let me know your take in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for more transfer drama, and remember, in football, a contract is just a piece of paper, but loyalty is the hardest thing to find. Is Barcelona really about to pull off the shock of the summer? Despite the persistent cloud of financial uncertainty hanging over Camp Nou, the board is making some noise that's impossible to ignore. Reports are swirling that the club is working behind the scenes on a massive deal in the €80 to €90 million range, aiming to bring in a legitimate world-class talent. It sounds ambitious, bordering on audacious, but in the world of Barca, where there is a will, there is usually a very complex financial path to be paved. The name currently sitting at the very top of their wish list is none other than Julian Alvarez. Now, Atletico Madrid is playing hardball, publicly insisting their star isn't going anywhere, but we've seen enough transfer windows to know that not for sale is often just a starting point for negotiations. If the Alvarez deal proves to be too steep or blocked by Simon's iron grip, Barcelona has a contingency plan. We are talking about names like Inter's defensive anchor Alessandro Bastoni, or even more budget-friendly strikers like Alexander Sorloth and Vedat Muriqi. This is essentially a high-stakes chess match, where the club is trying to balance their dream of immediate superstar status with the harsh reality of their current budget caps. The real question is whether they can finally navigate those financial hurdles to make the one rule a reality. What do you think? Is chasing a superstar like Alvarez worth the risk, or should they play it safe with more affordable options to rebuild the core? Let me know your take in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for your daily dose of Barca news. And remember, in football, the impossible is just one successful negotiation away. Is Barcelona about to strike gold in Brazil again, or are they heading for another Vitor-Roque-style gamble? The transfer market is heating up, and Barcelona's sporting director, Deco, is clearly not slowing down. He's turning his eyes back to South America, specifically to Palmeiras, with his sights set on the next sensation, 16-year-old Eduardo Conceicao. Now, we all remember the Vitor-Roque saga, a move that didn't quite pan out the way the Catalans hoped, but Deco is undeterred. He's already been in deep talks with Conceicao's camp since January, and the club has officially reached out to Palmeiras to signal their intent. It is a bold, high-stakes move for a player who, let's be honest, we won't even see on the pitch at the Spotify Camp Nou until 2028. Why? Because of FIFA's strict international transfer rules regarding minors, he cannot officially land in Europe until he hits 18. But here is where things get spicy. Manchester City is already breathing down their necks with a massive €40 million offer on the table. Palmeiras, however, isn't budging easily. They're looking for a payday closer to the €60 million Real Madrid dropped for Endrick. The genius part of Barcelona's strategy. Because the player won't arrive for years, the financial hit doesn't land on their books right away, giving them the flexibility to match that massive valuation. Barcelona envisions Conceicao as the long-term successor to Rafinha on that left wing, though he's versatile enough to slot into that crowded midfield alongside talents like Fermin Lopez and Dani Olmo. It's a classic high-risk, high-reward bet on the future. Do you think Barcelona should risk another $60 million on a prospect who is years away from playing, or is it time to focus on proven European talent? Hit that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts in the comments. In the world of football, the future belongs to those who bet on it early, but only time will tell if Conceicao is the next superstar or another lesson in the pitfalls of the transfer game. Is Barcelona actually ready to conquer Europe again, or are we just watching a cycle of missed opportunities? Welcome back to the channel, where today we are diving deep into the blueprints for next season. Look, let's be honest. Crashing out of the Champions League at the quarterfinal stage wasn't just a tough pill to swallow. It was a loud wake-up call. That loss to Atletico Madrid didn't just hurt our pride, it exposed some glaring cracks in the foundation. Specifically, the backline has been screaming for a true, vocal leader ever since Íñigo Martínez moved on, and let's not even get started on that striker position. We need someone who isn't just consistent, but clinical, the kind of goal scorer who turns a half chance into a stadium-shaking moment. Now, I know what you're thinking. The finances, the registration rules, the endless saga of the 1-to-1 ratio. But for a moment, let's leave the bean counting to the front office and indulge in some pure, unadulterated fantasy football. If we could move the pieces, sign the big-time center-back we've been craving, and land that world-class striker to spearhead the attack, what would this starting 11 actually look like? This is where you come in. I want to see your dream lineup for next season. Who stays, who goes, and who is the marquee signing that finally pushes this club over the top? Drop your full starting Zai in the comments section below. Don't hold back. Give me your best tactical breakdown. If we want to return to the summit of European football, it starts with a vision, and I want to see yours. Thanks for watching, and remember, history is written by those who aren't afraid to demand greatness.